So I'm here with Fanatic shaper Sebastian Wenzel. We've also got our World Cup wave sailors. We've got Klaas and Victor here as well. What we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at the quad. So Sebastian, tell me a little bit more about this shape.
Yes, this shape remains unchanged from the previous season. It's a beautiful board. We updated the graphics though. Came out really nice, I think. You see the carbon Negra fiber on the deck. As the name says, it's a quad setup. We have a very cool bottom shape here with very slight contours. You see there's a slight concave with a little bit of double inside, rolling all the way back through the fins, finishing off nicely, pretty flat tail release here. All of that in a compact outline and a pretty neutral rocker. We didn't put too much tail curve in there, so you have quite a bit of performance in there, and a little bit of nose flip, so you're sure that when you come off the top turn, your nose doesn't catch.
So Sebastian, what kind of waves is this board really designed to excel in?
Well, this is our most radical wave board in the range. We have the tri-wave and the free wave as well, but this is really if you want to go for the most radical conditions like the boys here ripping in Hokipa, South Africa. This is where this board really rips, but on a good day in any spot it'll work.
Yeah. I mean, Klaas, I noticed you were using it a lot throughout of last year, even in the onshore events as well?
Yeah, I've been using it in Klitmøller as well. I loved it in the down the line stuff. It's a really clean rocker line that allows you the perfect carve. But I also use it in Klitmøller. It's radical, you can put it vertical, and it has, through the concaves, there's a lot of drive in the bottom turns. And you can do all the latest moves you can do on the wave, and it's also fast enough for the jumping stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Victor, I've seen you as well shredding on this board at Hokipa. Maybe a little bit of input into how you have your fins set up and the positions that you're using?
Well, yeah, I use this board Hokipa as well in Pozo, Tenerife, Klitmøller, Chile a lot. Yeah, the fin setup is pretty much, it's not as it is now on the board. I use it a little bit farther apart, like two and a half fingers from each other.
Okay.
And it will give you like a better planing, less slidey, and yeah, I think the board itself is pretty much good for every conditions.
Yeah.
Hokipa, Pozo, Tenerife, even on Sid we use it sometimes.
So as an all-round board, say I was
yeah.
for my wakeboard next year, maybe I can just get a quad 82.
Yeah, if you travel all around the world,
yeah.
I think the quad is a good setup board.
So Klaas, it looks like you got some new fins in the board this year.
Yeah, we have a new, very fast and turny fin setup. The basic fin position that we start and that's suitable for most riders and most conditions is the middle position of all four fin boxes. From there you can move them slightly forward for getting a bit more turning out of the board, or slightly back to get a bit more planing stability. And that's the positions you should try out when you use that board, because that makes a lot of difference in the turning of the board.
Okay. And how about, like, who do you think this board's really suited for?
This is the most radical wave board in the line, and it's suited for the more advanced wave sailors who want to get the maximum out of their board, who do some more radical turns, and who not only sail their average wave spot, also every now and then in a pretty good wave, and that's the board for those kind of wave sailor.
Okay, so maybe guys that are a bit less experienced should maybe be looking more towards the tri-wave if they're sailing in a lot of onshore?
The tri-wave is the more forgiving board. It's the board that gives you a little bit earlier planing, and it's maybe not quite as radical as the quad, but gets close to the quad in the turning, but it's just a bit more easy going board.
Okay, and Victor, what events do you plan on using the quad at this year?
Well, as Klaas mentioned, it's the most radical board on our range.
Yeah.
So I plan to use this board like more in Chile or Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then I plan to use the tri-wave more in onshore conditions, because it's a little bit faster and I can get a little bit more projection on the jumps than on the quad.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of a difference.
Yeah,
also.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Perfect.